Though he didn't sport the star, the first Cowboys hero left his own mark on the franchise and the way the game is played.
Coach Landry is the architect of the entire organization. The Dallas Cowboy organization isn't what it is today without Coach Landry there from the start.
For 29 years, Thomas Wade Landry was the only head coach Dallas knew. But before he was a Cowboys hero, he was a war hero. Second Lieutenant Landry flew 30 missions over World War II, including a crash after his bomber ran out of fuel. His coaching career took off as defensive coordinator of the New York Giants. When the NFL expanded to Dallas in 1960, team president Tex Schramm lured Landry from New York to become the first head coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
And here come the Cowboys, made up of players picked from each of the other 12 teams in the National Football League.
We didn't have any football players. Then when we went to the owners, they said, well, we'll give you 3 players off each team. So we got all the bad players. So we were a team that was pretty inept at that time, as you might say.
In just 5 years, Landry took a cobbled-together winless team and made them one of the NFL's most consistent winners.
The Cowboys attack against the Steelers. Number 14, Eddie LeBaron, fades and hits Jim Doran, number 83. Doran runs away from the Steelers secondary as he goes 75 yards for the first Dallas touchdown of the year.
Landry was an X's and O's whiz, an innovator ahead of his time.
The Y man's breaking outside. See, there's no use to send him out.
Yeah.
Just tell him to slow block, see?
Right.
And that way you have no key for hunting.
Credited with creating the 4-3 defense and the multiple offense, Landry had an uncanny understanding of both sides of the ball.
He would go from the defensive room, putting together a defensive game plan, lecturing it to his defensive squad. Go to the next room, put together the offensive game plan, and lecture it in. So he was the one unique man of our time that coached both phases of the game.
No, yeah, you can use him pretty much in here. Yeah, you can use him.
So when you talk about a fully dimensional football coach, it was Tom Landry above anyone else who's ever coached the game.
His acute focus on execution created an icy facade, but Landry was beloved by his players.
Of course, the nuts and bolts of the Dallas Cowboys is a man that wears a funny hat on the sidelines.
Landry watched 5 straight successful seasons end with painful playoff losses, and the Cowboys were dubbed next year's champions.
I don't think I would enjoy my profession if I knew I was always a winner. I think it's really the chase that's important. It's the challenge that you're after, much more than the winning. Because I think that only through defeat is character built.
Landry's chase finally concluded with victory in Super Bowl VI. Dallas dismantled the Dolphins 24-3 for the Cowboys' first world title.
At the 3, pitch out to Thomas. Dwayne cuts inside the 5 with a touchdown for Dwayne Thomas. Long time.
Long time.
Long time.
What do you think, Coach?
I think it's pretty nice.
Congratulations. Really happy.
Boy, it feels, you can't imagine how it feels, because you never suffered with us like we've suffered, in those losses in the last 4 years. It's a great reward for these fellows who worked so hard to get there.
Landry's success can be measured by 20 straight winning seasons, 5 Super Bowl berths, and a second Lombardi Trophy in 1977.